Hi, I'm Heather Lee Kilty, and I'm adjunct faculty with the Ontario Psychotherapy and Counseling program and a professor at Brock University. It's my pleasure today to have Harville Hendrix, who's going to talk to us about some of his very fine work that he's been doing. But let me tell you, he's really been called the guru of couples therapy. I don't know if that's a mantle that you want to hold. You can tell us about that. But definitely people have looked to you to learn about doing couples therapy. As a matter of fact, his program that he's developed and will tell us about is in over 30 countries in the world. And he has written about 10 books. Is that about what it is? And I think some of them is Getting the Love You Want.
Right.
And Keeping the Love You Find.
Keeping the Love You Find. Mm-hmm.
And Couples Companion. And you
Couples
wrote something for parents as well.
Giving the Love That Heals.
Giving the Love That Heals. So we are all therapists that you addressed today, and we thank you. You were doing couples therapy, family therapy, and individual therapy, which is the mainstay of therapy. And you decided not to do individual therapy at some point in time that took you on a whole different path.
Yes.
Can you tell us why you find couples therapy so fascinating and so important?
Well, it started because I got a divorce and decided that I had to figure out marriage. Mm-hmm. And I was also teaching in a university graduate school, teaching marriage and family therapy, and found that it wasn't working very well. The success rate was in the mid-20s, and which would make any other profession just go out of business, but it keeps on going. But the main thing was that I got a divorce, and I say it a little bit facetiously, I got interested in marriage a little late, which was after my divorce. And mainly to figure it out. So I decided that in order to make some headway with that I would just focus on it. So I stopped seeing individuals, families, even had seen some children, and just decided to end it all and focus totally on looking at couples, studying couples, interviewing couples, treating couples, until I figured out, what is this? What is a couple, and why do couples fight? You also said
today that you had a question, and sometimes
Yes.
our inquiry gets us to look at a phenomenon so we can understand it, maybe do something better. But I think you said you were interested in why couples fight. In coupledom, we're always looking at why do we fight ourselves?
Why do we fight?
And we look at our friends, we say, why are they doing that?
Exactly.
We look at our loved ones, we say, why is that happening in the same way over and over? And then even in our office, we recreate those fights.
Yes.
Did you find some answers on that journey?
Yes. Well, the question came out of the classroom, in which actually was asked by the students. Mm-hmm. Why do men and women have such difficulty being together? Mm-hmm. And which is, a shorter way of saying it is why do couples fight? So I looked at couples for about 8 years and made notes and did audio tapes and videotapes and all kinds of collecting of data of couples, and came to a conclusion that couples fight for a core reason. They experience a disconnection from each other, and they want the disconnection back, and they project the responsibility of that disconnection onto each other, and each couple then defends against taking responsibility for it, which of course increases the disconnection. So fundamentally, it's sort of a paradox that couples fight in order to get connected, and the fighting actually results in them becoming even more disconnected. So that was fundamentally the conclusion we came to, which was one of the things I often feel about my work is that when I get to the final answer, it turns out to be so obvious and simple that it's almost embarrassing to say that couples fight because they're disconnected and don't like it.